The Bucs offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. To throw his Carr. On the screen, this is Ekeler. Now room for Ekeler. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go.
For me, we talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Ekeler going to get it again on 2nd down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Set him back 5. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Brady. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, this from 34. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Watch the screen. 56, 93, 93. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Carr going to go on 4th down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll go for it. It's Carr. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Carr now on 1st down. Open man is Waddle, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Carr going to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Carr now to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jared Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
on the option. Here's Eckler.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Brady going to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Brady.
That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Brady going to go on 4th down. And Beasley with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and trying to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. On play action, now Brady. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Second and 5 now. Carr. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got his man. That's Hardman. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
72 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now it's Carson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. first down. Carson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Brady going to throw here. The quick slant caught. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. This is Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Going deep for Diggs. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to throw, Brady. And he finds Beasley, complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope.